Hello, it's Friday, November 27, and today we're looking at Revelation chapter 12 together. Once again, I'd like to encourage you to take some time to read this chapter on your own. If you'd like to read Revelation 12 online, you can follow the link in the description of this video. Now, Revelation 12 uses a lot of symbolism to tell us a story. And it tells us a story of Jesus and of Satan and of God's people. So the beginning of the story is really a different telling of the Christmas story. A woman is going to give birth to a child, and this child is Jesus, because Jesus is the one who will rule all the nations. Jesus is the King of Kings. So this story, Revelation 12, points to the birth of Jesus, and after Jesus' work, he is snatched up to God. This is Jesus' ascension, and he reigns over all things. And as Jesus comes to earth, completes his work, and returns to heaven, then Satan, the devil, the great dragon, in the imagery of Revelation 12, is cast down to earth. What Jesus has done through his birth, his time on earth, and his return to heaven is he has defeated Satan. He has cast him out of heaven. He has won victory over him. And so then we see that Satan still is at work on the earth, and Satan turns his attention to persecuting God's people. The woman and her offspring representing, in many ways, the church and those who believe in Jesus. And so this is it can be kind of a confusing chapter to read, but I think this is what the main point is. God is telling persecuted Christians, who were the first people to read this book, that with the coming of Jesus, with his ministry on earth and his return to heaven, Satan is defeated. Satan has been cast out of heaven. Satan cannot take control of all things. And so now Satan, knowing that he's fighting a losing battle, is trying very hard to persecute and trouble God's people. But again, we see that there is protection, that God's people overcome, that God works to protect his people, and that through Jesus we have victory over Satan. We have victory over the powers of death and evil and sin. God's people face hardship. God's people face the threats and temptations of Satan, who wants to pull us away from God. But Jesus has conquered, and Jesus will come again to fully do away with Satan, so he can't even try to harm us anymore. And Jesus protects us now in the meantime, because he is stronger than Satan, and Jesus will not fail, for he is our King, and he is our Savior. So those are my thoughts with today's reading. If you'd like to ask questions or leave some thoughts and comments of your own, please go ahead and do that. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.